Chapter 17. The United Nations. The United Nations, or in short, we can say UN, is an intergovernmental organization that aims to maintain international peace and security, develop friendly relations among nations, achieve international cooperation, and be a center for harmonizing the actions of nations. It is the largest, most familiar, most internationally represented, and the most powerful intergovernmental organization in the world. Before we learn in details about the United Nations, we need to understand that how this organization came into existence. The world witnessed two world wars in the 20th century. The results of both the wars were horrific. Now, what do we mean by world war? A world war is a war engaged in by all or most of the principal or major nations of the world. The term is usually reserved to two major international conflicts that occurred during the 20th century, namely the First World War and the Second World War. World War I, or the First World War, was a global war that originated in Europe and lasted from 28th July 1914 to 11th November 1918. In the given figure, we all can see that how it started from one country and spread out all over the world between the period 1914 to 1918. The First World War was fought between Austria-Hungary and Germany on one side and the Allied powers comprising France, Russia, Britain and USA on the other side. After the First World War, an organization called the League of Nations was established in Geneva, Switzerland in 1919, 1 year later after the First World War. The main aim of this organization was to establish peace among the nations of the globe and to prevent future wars. However, the League of Nations failed in its aim to prevent the occurrence of the Second World War. The Second World War broke out in 1939 and finally came to an end in 1945. The Second World War was even more disastrous than the First World War because during the Second World War, destructive weapons like the atomic bombs were used for the first time. The United States of America dropped two atomic bombs on Japan at Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. These atomic bombs brought about untold destruction in Japan. For a very long time afterwards, large number of people continued to die from the effects of burns, radiation, sickness and injuries, together with illness and malnutrition. The Second World War was fought between the Allies and the Axis powers. Allied powers were France, Russia, Britain, and USA, as discussed earlier, while the Axis power comprised of Germany, Japan, and Italy. The horror and tragedy of these two world wars devastated the world, and there was an overwhelming need for an end to the war for the establishment of peace and security. Thus, the United Nations was formed for this purpose in 1945. During the Second World War, the Allied leaders like Stalin of USSR, Winston Churchill of United Kingdom, and the President of US, Franklin D. Roosevelt, realized the dangers of war to humanity. They all held discussions and their sincere efforts resulted in the establishment of the United Nations Organization. Later on, they all came to be known as the Big Three. The name United Nations was coined by the US President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The term United Nations was first used on 1st January 1942 when 26 nations promised to continue fighting together against the Axis power, namely Germany, Japan, and Italy. The United Nations Charter was drawn up by the representatives of 50 countries in San Francisco between 25th April and 26th June 1945. The charter was signed on 26 June 1945. The United Nations officially came into existence on 24th October 1945 after being ratified, means formally approved by China, France, the former Soviet Union, Britain, the United States, and other signatories. From then onwards, October 24 is celebrated every year throughout the world as the United Nations Day. Today, the United Nations consists of 193 member nations. The official languages of the United Nations are Arabic, Chinese, English, French, Russian, and Spanish. The headquarters of the United Nations is in New York City. Aims of the United Nations. The aims, or we can say the objectives of the United Nations, are mentioned in Article 1 of the UN Charter, according to which the main aims of the UN are to maintain international peace and security, to develop friendly relations among nations, to achieve international cooperation in solving economic, social, cultural, and humanitarian problems, means human welfare related problems, to promote respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms, to coordinate the actions of all the nations towards achieving these common ends, means common goals. Besides these, three new aims have been listed up by the United Nations. These include disarmament, decolonization, and development. Organs of the United Nations. The United Nations has six principal organs. Each organ has a distinct function, means different function of its own. The six principal organs are the General Assembly, the Security Council, the Economic and Social Council, the Secretariat, the International Court of Justice, and the Trusteeship Council. All the organs are based at the United Nations headquarters in New York except the International Court of Justice, which is located at The Hague in the Netherlands. The General Assembly. It is an important organ of the United Nations Organization and is considered as the Parliament of the UNO. All the 193 member states of the UNO are its members. The decisions on important questions shall be made by a two-third majority of the UN members. These questions include questions related to the election of the non-permanent members of the Security Council, the admission of new members to the United Nations, the suspension means removal of members. Budgetary questions and recommendations means suggestions regarding the maintenance of international peace and security. Decisions on other questions are made by a majority of the members present at that time and voting. One major function of the General Assembly is to maintain international peace and security. It also deals with problems of international cooperation in economic, social, cultural, educational, and health matters. Every year, the member countries meet for 3 months starting from 3rd Tuesday of September and till the 3rd week of December. At the beginning of each session, the Assembly elects its new president. In addition to its regular sessions, emergency or special sessions are also held whenever necessary. Every member nation can send up to 5 delegates or representatives to these meetings, but each member country has only one vote in the General Assembly. The Security Council. The Security Council is the executive organ of the United Nations that is primarily responsible for maintaining international peace and security. It consists of 15 members, of which 5 are permanent and 10 are non permanent members. Its permanent members are China, Britain, United States of America, France, and Russia. The non-permanent members include 5 from Afro-Asian countries, 2 from Latin American countries, 2 from West European countries and other countries, and 1 from East European country. Organs of the United Nations. The United Nations has 6 principal organs. Each organ has a distinct function, means different function of its own. The permanent members have a negative vote called veto. When the permanent members use their veto power, the council becomes powerless or ineffective, means their decisions become ineffective. This meant that if any of the permanent members votes against a resolution or decision, even if all the other members agree to it, then the resolution or the decision cannot be adopted. India, Germany, and Japan have staked a claim to a permanent seat in the Security Council. The Economic and Social Council. The Economic and Social Council consists of 54 members which are elected annually by the General Assembly for a 3-year term. The seats to the Economic and Social Council are allotted on the basis of geographical representation, like 14 seats from African states, 11 seats from Asian Pacific states, 6 from Eastern European states, 10 from Latin America and Caribbean states, 13 from Western European and other states. The main function of the Economic and Social Council is to make recommendations or suggestions on economic, social, cultural, educational, and health issues at the international levels. It also coordinates the work of the specialized agencies of the United Nations like the United Nations Educational, Scientific and cultural organization. It also studies the economic problems of the different regions or countries and recommends or suggests courses of action to the government concerned. The Secretariat. The Secretariat is headed by the Secretary General, who is appointed by the General Assembly on the recommendation of the Security Council for a 5-year term. The Secretary General is the Chief Administrative Officer of the United Nations. It consists of 10,000 international staff working in various stations around the world. It carries out the entire administrative work and paperwork of the United Nations. The Secretary General helps resolve international disputes, oversees peacekeeping operations, organizes conferences, prepares reports and budget estimates and register treaties. Antonio Guterres of Portugal is the Secretary General at present from 1st January 2017 onwards. The International Court of Justice. The judicial organ of the United Nations is called the International Court of Justice. It has its headquarters at The Hague, the Netherlands. It has the International Court of Justice consists of 15 judges. The Security Council and the General Assembly each separately chooses 15 judges. Out of these, those 15 persons who are chosen by a majority vote in both bodies are elected the judges of the court. No two judges can be from the same country. If two persons of the same country are chosen, then only the elder becomes a member of the court. The judges are elected for a 9-year term. 5 judges retire every 3 years. The International Court of Justice elects its president and vice president for a 3-year term. It resolves disputes concerning border and territorial issues. It gives legal opinion on international disputes. It plays a significant role in the codification of international laws, international conventions, customs, and in resolving border and territorial disputes. Decision is taken by the majority of the judges present. The Trusteeship Council. The Trusteeship Council was established after the Second World War in 1945 to supervise administration and development of trust territories under the trusteeship system. Its main function was to help countries that had once been under foreign rule to govern independently. These territories were not totally self-governing. These territories were prepared for self-government by nations designated as their trustees by the UN. Earlier, there were 11 such territories. Gradually means slowly, these territories gained independence and were able to form their own government. The council was suspended, means abolished, on November 1, 1994 with the independence of Palau, the last trust territory of the United Nations on October 1, 1994. The main aim of the Trusteeship Council was to promote the advancement of the inhabitants of the trust territories and to help them to attain independence. Now, the Trusteeship Council is not working anymore. Specialized agencies of the United Nations. The United Nations has a number of specialized agencies through which it operates. It has around 15 independent specialized agencies along with almost 14 major programs and funds operating across the world. Some of these specialized agencies are the UNESCO, means United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. WHO means World Health Organization. ILO means International Labour Organization. UNICEF means United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. These agencies work for human welfare and international cooperation throughout the world. They work under the supervision of Economic and Social Council. Each agency has a particular agenda and a separate organization with its own membership, budget, and headquarters. They look after global issues like poverty, overpopulation, environmental problems, drug abuse, water scarcity, and shortage of food, and many more problems. The agencies of the UN receives donations from government of various countries, non-governmental organizations means NGOs and individuals. They also raise money by selling greeting cards, posters, books and other things. These agencies create awareness about their activities through reports and journals and through their websites. They make use of mass media such as newspapers, radio, and television to spread information among people. Now, one by one, we'll discuss all these four major agencies. UNESCO. Full form of UNESCO is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It was established on November 4, 1946. The primary objective of the UNESCO is to contribute to peace and security in the world by promoting collaboration among nations through education, science, culture, and communication. The headquarters of the UNESCO are in Paris. In 1972, the UNESCO undertook a project for the protection of world cultural and natural heritage sites. Angkor Wat in Cambodia, Machu Picchu in Peru, the pyramids of Giza in Egypt, and the Great Barrier Reef in Australia are some well-known World Heritage Sites. As of date, means till today, 26 sites have been identified in India also as the World Heritage Sites. These include the Taj Mahal, the Ajanta Ellora Caves, the groups of monuments at Khajuraho, Fatehpur Sikri, Hampi and Mamlapuram. National parks like those at Manas and Kaziranga and the mountain railways of India are also included among the World Heritage Sites. The World Health Organization. It was established on April 7, 1948. The headquarters of WHO are at Geneva in Switzerland. The primary objective of the WHO is to attain the highest possible level of health for all. It advises the countries on how to develop health services, combat epidemics, and to promote health education and standard of nutrition. WHO undertakes worldwide campaigns against diseases such as plague, cholera, malaria, smallpox, and other diseases. It has set up an international network of laboratories which find out disease-causing organisms and to develop new vaccines. The ILO, International Labour Organization. It was established after the Second World War. It became the first specialized agency of the UNO in 1946. The ILO has its headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. It sets standards for wages and living conditions of workers. It forms policies for improving the conditions of the workers. It has banned employment of children below 14 years of age in factories, mines, and other hazardous jobs. It creates awareness among the workers about economic development by offering opportunities for study and training. The ILO was awarded Nobel Peace Prize in 1969. UNICEF, the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. It was established in 1946 to provide emergency aid to the children affected by the Second World War in war-torn Europe. Later, in 1950, it became a permanent body and its program was extended to provide benefits to the children of the developing countries. Today, the UNICEF functions in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. Its headquarters are in New York, USA. The primary objective of the UNICEF is to look after children's welfare by providing low-cost community services like maternal health, child care, nutrition, immunization, etc. Proceeds from the sale of UNICEF greeting cards provide funds for the activities of this organization. It was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1965 and Indira Gandhi Peace Prize in 1989. Achievements of the United Nations. The UN has made commendable efforts towards the maintenance of peace and harmony in the world. It prevented the Cold War between USA and the former Soviet Union from turning into another world war. In areas like Korea, Palestine, Kashmir, Congo, and Cyprus, the possibilities of war have reduced due to the intervention of the UN. It helped bring about the withdrawal of Russian forces from Afghanistan and also enforced a ceasefire in the 8-year long war between Iran and Iraq. The UN has also made major contributions towards the liberation means freedom of nations such as Indonesia from the Dutch. It also intervened effectively in the Suez crisis. It has consistently condemned the policy of apartheid in places like South Africa, promoted universal human rights, and encouraged disarmament. The contribution of the UN and its related agencies towards education and healthcare across the globe has also been substantial. The last but not the least, the WHO worked tirelessly in Ebola-ridden zones in 2014. Only if the nations of the world cooperate and implement the policies of the UN, world peace can be ensured.